Hello everyone, the story I'm going to share today is Debt from a Previous Life Must Be Paid. In the year of Kaiyuan, during the reign of Tang Xuanzong, Tang Shao was a minister of rites and foreign affairs. As a child, he was very intelligent. He also possessed supernormal abilities and remembered in great detail things that happened in his previous lives. But he never mentioned this to anyone, not even his wife or his children. When Tang Shao was appointed head of security for the emperor, he lived next door to a man named Li Miao. This man was an executioner. Tang Shao frequently visited him. He sometimes brought him delicious food, and they drank and chatted together. Li Miao felt a little confused and wondered why Tang Shao was so good to him. Tang Shao's wife didn't understand it either, and she criticized him, saying, "You enjoy such a high position, and you are highly respected. If you want to have a friend, why don't you find someone who is of the same status? Li Miao is far below you, but you are so close to him. I think you really should stop socializing with him." Tang Shao quietly listened. After a while, he told his wife, "You are right, but my relationship with Li Miao is a long and convoluted one. Things aren't what they seem. One day, I will tell you the truth." His wife felt helpless and could only treat Li Miao courteously as her husband asked. Several years passed. One day, Tang Shao called his wife into the room and told her, "My dear wife, now it's time to tell you the truth. The reason I treat Li Miao so well is related to our previous lifetimes. I want to explain this before I die. Now it's time." Tang Shao sighed and said, "Perhaps you won't believe me, but when I was a child, I knew things from my previous life. In my previous life, I was a woman, and I married into one's family. My mother-in-law was very mean to me. I still remember when I was 17 years old. One day, my mother-in-law told me to cook dinner. After I finished cooking, I was tired, but then she demanded that I sew a skirt for her because she wanted to wear it the next day. I sewed a skirt under dim light and worried if I would be able to finish it before morning. Suddenly, a dog ran in, knocked down the lamp, and the oil spilled on the skirt. I was upset and angry, so I loudly shouted at the dog. The dog ran to the door, but the door was closed, so it hid under the bed. I lit a candle and started to clean the skirt, but it was hard. I was so frightened that my mother-in-law would scold me. The more I thought about it, the more I hated the dog. Enraged, I jumped off the bed, grabbed my scissors, and stabbed the dog. When I stabbed the dog's neck, the scissors broke and remained embedded there. I used the other half to stab the dog again. In no time, the dog died, and I felt satisfied. The next morning, I took the dirty skirt to my mother-in-law and told her what happened. She refused to listen and kept scolding me angrily. At this time, my husband came back and asked me what was happening. When he heard, he dragged the dog's body out from under the bed. My husband comforted his mother for a while until she stopped cursing at me. Tang Shao continued, "I died when I was 19 years old. Then I reincarnated in this life. The dog I killed in my previous life was Li Miao. I am going to die tomorrow. I guess this is retribution for what I did. The one who is going to kill me must be Li Miao. What is owed must be paid for. This is the law of the heaven. So please do not be afraid or sad." During the military exercise early the next morning, Tang Shao was the chief ceremony officer of the military exercise, so Emperor Xuanzong beat the drum himself. and the soldiers marched according to the beat of the drum. When Guo Yuanzhen, the military minister, came to report something urgent, the emperor was suddenly distracted, and the drum beat was disrupted, and the steps of the soldiers in the audience were also in chaos. Xuanzong became so angry, and he ordered Guo and Tang Shao both be killed. The prime minister hurriedly knelt down and told Xuanzong that Guo Yuanzhen made great achievements for the country. Xuanzong agreed, but instead he ordered that Tang Shao should be put to death. When Tang Shao was killed, the executioner was Li Miao. The first guard broke the axe, so he changed to another one and killed Tang Shao. The Tang Dynasty imperial records say that Tang Xuanzong deeply regretted ordering Tang Shao's death. The emperor complained that Li Miao should not have acted so quickly. Afterwards, Li Miao was dismissed. This story tells us that debts must be repaid. People reincarnate in the world, and no one knows what they have done in his or her previous life. Therefore, we must be kind to people and do more good deeds for others. Then we will meet noble people everywhere, and we will receive God's care, and definitely we will have a happy life. Thank you very much for listening to the story. More touching stories will be ready for you if you just subscribe it. Thank you again.